We're a discovery-oriented company, and over our history, we've made several good gold discoveries. We've sold, the largest deal we did, we sold Crown Jewel, Buckhorn Mountain in Washington State for $220 million back in 2007. We're on that path, I think, to create new value through finding gold, zinc, and copper, and moly, I'll say. So this is going to be a fast-paced. I'm going to talk about 5 different projects today. They're summarized here. 2 of our projects, the most advanced ones, are zinc projects, and they're partnered with 2 of the great zinc producers in the world, Teck and Nexa Resources. I'll talk about those 2 properties at the end because, frankly, I like gold and copper a lot better than zinc, although the value of these 2 zinc properties are quite great. We have great upside on a project that we call Golden Crest, which is in South Dakota. Newmont's been a funder of this project, and Newmont doesn't fund very many juniors. They've done 2 rounds of funding. The most recent was late last year. We greatly appreciate their support, and they've also lended technical support to Solitario. We've added 2 properties in the last year, really. And these are great little, well, they're not little properties. They're great properties with good potential, but they're very early stage. One's a moly property, moly with rhenium, which is a critical mineral, both of those. And the Bright Angel copper gold, which we made an announcement yesterday on the advancement of that project. And we just picked that up 3 months ago. We'll start off with the Golden Crest project, which is in the northern Black Hills, South Dakota. One of the great gold districts of the world. Over 100 million ounce endowment in that district. You have the Wharf mine, which is still in production, 10 million ounces of gold endowed, and it's growing. The Homestake mine, which is currently shut down, it had about a 68 million ounce endowment, and it was the largest gold mine in the United States for 100 years. Richmond Hill is a developing new project by Dakota Gold, just under 10 million ounces in that project, and then the Gild Edge, which is Agnico Eagle Mines. We have a really good register of shareholders. Newmont's our largest with 9.3% of the shares, and EdgePoint, Wexford, Conwave, and other institutions own pretty large positions. Management directors own 8%. We're very much invested here in this. The Lundin family, Zebra Trust, owns 4.2%, Long Focus, and a host of other institutions and major shareholders. Newmont, like I said, they've invested $3.5 million over the last couple years into the company, mainly for Golden Crest. And another thing that's happened in the last year is they've supplied good technical support to us. It includes geophysics, geochemistry, and geology. And we're incorporating some of the combined technical outcome of this effort into our drilling plans for next year. When you look at the northern Black Hills, we have a 33,000 acre position centered very close to the old mine. Early on, we were finding high-grade gold on the surface there. It's a project that had never really been explored. It's hard to believe that it was that close to an existing district. But the difference was our property has limestones on the surface, and the old district had old Precambrian rocks. The limestone sits right on the Precambrian. And the way I look at it, we have the Precambrian potential at depth, and we have these limestone great potential at surface. These samples here all come from the limestone, and you can see some spectacular grades at surface. Our first 3 drill holes on the project in 2024 all had good gold grades in them, 26 meters of 2.5 grams, two zones of 10 meters of 1 to 2 grams, and we have also found gold at depth. This particular hole was at 320 meters. It's the equivalent formation of the Wharf mine, which is called the Deadwood Formation, 41 meters of a gram. This shows the two anomalies that we have. This is Ponderosa, and that is the Golden Crest area. I think we're within a couple weeks of getting our final improvements. And one of the reasons I think our stock didn't perform well last year is we didn't get our permits when we thought we would, but we're very close to getting those now. Cat Creek, it's a moly project, never been drilled. It was developed by Anaconda Mining back in the early 80s. They went to drill it. Their parent company shut the exploration program down. It never got drilled. It looks like a great target to us. This area here in purple shows a lot of metal in the ground, and we think the moly zone is going to be in this area here, just below the heavy metal. And when you look at the geophysical signature of this property, it fits well with the three of the largest moly mines in the world. Two of them are just 140 miles from us. Bright Angel is a new one. I really like this project. It also came out of the Anaconda development. They drilled 12 holes there, but before that, there was a private owner that drilled 180 drill holes. They were short, 15 meters. They found a lot of interesting gold and copper numbers. I can't even talk about them now because it was pre-43-101, and we don't have the assay sheets for some of these, but we have the cross sections and we have the tabulations of it, and we're quite excited about what we're seeing in terms of grade of copper and of gold. We did confirm that, yes, this property has good gold, good copper. Grades here, we can see in places plus 1%, and we also see, several grams of gold at surface. The historical data, this is very consistent with the historical data. And a couple of the drill holes within this general area here went down to 200 meters and with exciting results. This is a view of it. It's a Gossan here and here. These are real typical looking gold copper porphyry system, bornite, quartz in fractures, and we've started the permitting process there. We hope to be drilling there by the late summer. It'll be touch and go, though, whether we get our permits by then or not. And finally, I'll wrap up quickly. Our zinc properties, Florida Canyon and Lick, they're both advanced. They've had well over $100 million spent on them. At Lick, our partner is Teck, the third largest zinc producer in the world. At Nexa, or at Florida Canyon, our partner is Nexa. 526 drill holes, a PEA that looks good to us, great grades, plus 10%. In terms of zinc, we also have lead. We have a good silver credit at just right at a half ounce per ton silver. And one of the best things about this property, we're carried to production. Our partner spent $90 million on this. We haven't spent a cent. We own 39% now. When they complete a feasibility study, we'll own 30%, and they'll lend us the money to put this into production on 30% interest, so no equity dilution. Lick, great open pit area. Indicated resource is 4.5 billion pounds, 11% zinc, and good silver. Although silver metallurgy is a little touchy now, we need to do work on that to really unlock value. Inferred, there's another 1.37 million. So looking at 26, I think it's the best exploration lineup we've ever had as a company. We expect to hopefully announce approval of of our permit at Ponderosa, 45 platforms, 4 drill holes from each. 2 rigs will be operating starting mid-May, and hoping to make that announcement within weeks. Also, drilling at Cat Creek, we were able to permit that in 1 year. It's in Colorado. It's molybdenum and rhenium. Great looking target. It's in the right neighborhood. Bright Angel. This looks like a winner to us. We're going to be drilling into 2 good drilled areas, again, based on historical data. I hope we'll be talking about that sometime in the fall of this year. And at the 2 zinc properties, we have our partners going on that. Not a lot of news we expect this year on the zinc front, but the value's there. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for listening. And again, you can stop by our booth, Solitario Resources, later or tomorrow.